Let's welcome our dearest hardworking Secretary, Emmanuel F. Piñol.
I'd like to greet everyone a Happy New Year, belated Happy Three Kings, and I would like to congratulate everybody for a very good year of agriculture, 2018. We did not perform production-wise as we expected. Tinamaan tayo ng sunod-sunod kabit-kabit na bagyo. Our projection for rice, which was supposed to be historic high at 19.4 million metric tons, was reduced by about 300,000 metric tons to 19.1. Still high, pero hindi ganun kataas as we expected. But, this is the reality of agriculture in the Philippines. Tayo yung front door ng climate change. Tayo yung front door ng bagyo. At ang importante, hindi kung ilang beses tayo tinatamaan ng bagyo, kundi kung gaano tayo kabilis bumangon at tumulong sa ating mga magsasaka. And I think this is the basic philosophy that we must embrace as we welcome the new year. We have to be proactive, we have to plan ahead because times are changing. In fact, the President himself noticed doon sa Pili, when we were there, sa Camarines, sabi niya, bakit parang nadadalas ang landslide ngayon? Bakit parang maluwag na ang lupa? And I share this observation. Sabi ko, totoo po yan. Being a farmer myself, somebody who was born and raised in the farm, nakita ko na sa bawat puno na pinuputol natin, talagang lumuluwag yung lupa. And because of this, it affects agriculture, it affects our production areas, flooding, siltation also affects the fishing grounds. Sapagkat yung mga silt na inaanod ng baha papunta sa mga corals, apektado yung ating production. So, let us start this new year with a greater focus, not only on agricultural production, but environmental protection as well. Magkakaroon tayo ng panibagong pananaw sa agrikultura. Like say for example, for so long we have just left alone the farmers who plant corn in the undulating and sloping areas of the country. They use weed killers. Gumagamit sila ng pampatay ng damo. Pero ang problema sa pampatay ng damo, pati yung ugat ng damo na dapat ay nag-hold ng lupa ay nabubulok, kaya nagkakaroon ng soil erosion. Therefore, we must have a shift in our focus sa ating tinatawag na location farming. Dapat mag-adapt ang ating nasan si Jose Serrano. Oh, okay. Congratulations, Fred. Dapat, Fred, ma-emphasize na talaga natin yung ating tinatawag na location farming. Ibig sabihin, kung ang isang area ay sloping, undulating at saka hilly, we should discourage the planting of cash crops. Etong mais, even upland rice, dapat i-discourage talaga natin yan. At dapat i-discourage natin ang paggamit ng weed killers because ito yung papatay sa atin in the future. We may not feel the effects of this, although we're starting to feel it in our generation. But the next generation will really suffer if we do not correct this. So instead of doing that, we must encourage the planting of trees because we have already adopted tree farming as an agricultural activity. We have to encourage the planting of fruit trees in sloping and undulating areas. Kakao, kape, pili. Dapat ganun ang ating magiging farming ngayon. In Piñol, I recommended to the President, because this was brought up by Congressman El Rey Villaferte, yung dredging ng major rivers all over the country. Cagayan River, Pampanga River, Bicol River, Agusan River, Rio Grande de Mindanao, and other big river systems na merong basin. Sapagkat napansin nga natin na through the years, dahil sa pagpuputo ng kahoy, talagang grabe yung siltation sa ilog. At ito ang dahilan kung bakit bumabaha, nakakaroon ng backflow. Sa amin sa Cotabato, for example, dahil barado yung Rio Grande de Mindanao, tuwing panahon ng tag-ulan, binabaha yung mga bayan sa palibot ng Ligwasan Mars. Pero pag panahon ng tag-init, lumalawak yung taniman ng mais. So, ibig sabihin, kung ma-control natin yung flooding, naandun yung libo-libong mga hektare na pwede pa nating taniman. So, ito yung ating panibagong pananaw, bagong pananaw sa agrikultura. A shift in our focus on agricultural activities. Number 2, alam ko na naging controversial yung pag-relieve ko ng quarantine officer sa NAIA. It was just a simple administrative sanction actually. And people should not feel bad about this. Tayong lahat sa gobyerno, kasama tayo dun sa tinatawag nating organization na kung saan tinitignan natin kung saan yung weak link. Huwag kayong sumama ang loob kung marirelieve kayo. Ang ibig sabihin lang yan, alam nyo kasi parang gitara yan eh. Kung halimbawa, medyo sintonado, edi tunuhin natin. Do not feel bad if you are reassigned to another office. That is not necessarily a derogatory action. Maaring nakahanap lang tayo kung saan ka makaka-function na maigi. Kasi may mga empleyado na maaring hindi mag-function na maigi sa isang assignment, but they will function better in another assignment. Please take a look at these actions in that context. Huwag nyo kagad isipin, tarantado to sa Piñol, konting pagkakamali, i-relieve kagad. Huwag. Sapagkat lahat tayo accountable tayo lahat eh. Hindi pwedeng, wala tayong lisensya na hawakan yung posisyon natin forever. So, yan ang pangalawang mensahe ko. And I would like to ask everybody, the challenge ahead of us is great. Grabe ang pressure sa atin. Simula nung tumaas yung presyo ng bigas, sa atin sinisisi. Pati inflation. Nung bumagsak yung inflation, niho-neha. Wala tayong itanggap. No? In fact, instead of us being appreciated for stabilizing the price of rice and stabilizing the supply, ang ginawa pa meron pang umugong na kumita daw ako sa NFA. No? So sabi ko, ayan, Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission, here are my account numbers, here are my phone numbers, you can tap my phones, just do not record my messages to my girlfriends. No? Huwag mo lang isama yan. No? Yung, biro lang. Para tumawa lang kayo mainit na. No? So, ito yung challenge ahead of us. No? Like say for example, I have nothing against her. Pero nung lumabas yung suggestion na i-dredge yung mga ilog, ang reaksyon ng isang pangalawang mataas na opisyal ng gobyerno, sabi niya, wag na yan kasi magkakaroon ng korupsyon. Alam nyo, kung ang ating operation sa gobyerno will always be constrained and restrained by the fear of corruption, walang mangyayari sa buhay natin. Walang mangyayari. Kaya we do things, siyempre yung corruption nandiyan talaga yan, nandiyan ang temptation. Depende sa atin yan. Like say for example, merong mga nag-suggest, i-abolish daw ang NFA. Asan taga NFA? Wala ba rito? O na-abolish na ka siguro. Abolish daw ang NFA kasi corrupt na agency. Walang ahensyang corrupt, tao ang corrupt. At kapag ganyan ang policy natin, hindi tanggalin na natin Bureau of Customs, tanggalin na natin BIR, tanggalin natin ang LTFRB. Kasi may corruption din dyan. It's, it doesn't follow. Walang logic. Okay? So, mga kaibigan, mga kasama ko, I'm very proud of you. Sa 2 taon kalahati na aking panunungkulan bilang kalihim ng agrikultura, wala tayong major issues involving corruption in this department. Wala. Wala na yung fertilizer scam, wala na yung kung ano-anong irregularities. Siguro may mga questionable transaction pa rin. But all of this we can address actually. At hindi na tutulad nung araw na kapag sinabi mong DA, ayan. By the way, I would like to share with you one story. There was one congressman who talked to me. And he was asking if I could facilitate the transfer of his funds para sa kanyang isang project through our regional office. Alam ko sasabi. Sinabi ko talaga, sir, hawa ka naman. Ang dami natanggal ng mga taga-DA na walang ginawa in the past. Yung mga direktor na kinasuhan, yung mga account na kinasuhan na tanggal sa trabaho, hindi dahil sila ang kumita, kundi dahil ginamit lang sila para magkaroon ng transfer of funds at magamit ng mga politiko. I will not allow it to happen again under this administration. I will not allow it. Hindi ako papayag na gagamitin tayo para magkapera sila, and at the end of the day, kayo na mga direktor, kayo na mga accountant, kayo na mga budget officers ang nakademanda at hindi sila. Mabuti sila pag congressman, maski meron ng termination sa service at hindi na pwedeng magservisyo publiko, pwede bang tumakbo? Walang iyang buhay ito. Sabi ko, teka muna, ilan bang citizen sa Pilipinas? Ilan ang classification ng Pilipino? Yung special na maski tanggal ka na sa trabaho, you are prevented from assuming public office, pwede ka pang tumakbo ulit. Ibang klase yan. So tayo sa DA, gawin natin trabaho natin. I will defend you to the best that I could. And let me repeat what I've said, and this especially goes to the top officials of this department. Kapag ipinahiya kayo ng maski sinong politiko, kapag minura kayo ng harap-harapan, tulad ng utos ng ating Pangulo, tayuan nyo, layasan nyo, alisan nyo. Bahala sila sa buhay nila. Hindi tayo magpapakabastos. No? Hindi natin sila hayaang babastusin tayo. Kaya nga sabi ko sa isang opisyal sa isang hearing, sabi niya, kayong mga taga-TA, mga kurap kayo. Sabi ko, ma'am, sabi ko, sorry, wrong gender. No. Sabi ko, are you referring to me? Sabi niya, hindi, yung daddy. Okay, sabi ko, okay. Alam mo, kasi pag hinayaan natin sila na ganunin tayo, wala mababastos tayo. So, let me repeat my message. I am proud of you. We have performed very well. Ang ating budget utilization is one of the highest among all departments in government, and I'm very proud of it. At yung ating performance and even the perception ng mga tao, umikot kayo at tingnan nyo kung aling departamento ang medyo mabango sa tao ngayon. And I can proudly tell you, it's the Department of Agriculture. It's the Department of Agriculture. Talagang nakikita ng mga tao yung pagkakaiba. So, dapat we should work harder sapagkat mataas yung expectation sa atin And as we start the new year, let me just assure you that I will be here to guide you. Consider me not as your superior, but as your friend, as your fellow worker. You know, I've always been open to you. Bukas ako. Willing ako makipag-usap maski kaninong empleyado. I'm willing to hear out everybody. Okay? Pero ang ayaw ko lang, yung magmamatigasan tayo. Huwag. Kasi magkakasamaan tayo ng loob dyan. Mag-engage tayo. Kung may reklamo ka, lapit lang. Meron naman tayong committee, diba? Na magka-handle ng employees' complaints and crimes. Like say for example, nakatanggap ako ng isang reklamo from one office na sila daw yung senior, mukhang mauungusan sila. I'm looking into it. Titignan ko yan. Senior daw sila pero mukhang may i-appoint na may nire-recommenda na bago na sasapawan sila. I will look into it. I don't want to commit an injustice on anybody. So, kailangan lang constant communication at kapag may reklamo, magkwento lang para mapag-usapan natin. So, to all of you, I hope you had a great long holiday. You were able to spend these holidays with your families. And I am excited to start the new year, although hindi maganda yung pasok natin. Bagyo kagad ang sinalubong sa atin. 3 araw umikot ako. Masbate, Albay, Camarines, Northern Samar, Western Samar. Umikot ako hanggang Sabado. Pero ganyan talaga ang agrikultura. Part of agriculture. Ito yung challenge natin. So let me repeat, I am greatly proud of the Department of Agriculture today, and please make me prouder by performing better, by working harder. And you have to understand that ours is not an ordinary job. Ours is not it's not an 8 to 5 job. Ours is a 24/7 job. That is something that you have to understand. Salamat po. Happy New Year, and may God bless us all.